Yeah, man, Power 105.1, world famous DJ Clue Desert Storm. The boy Cordae in the building. What's up, baby?
What's up, Clue? How you feeling, dog?
Yo, I'm feeling good. I ain't seen you in a long time, man. I feel like, when I first interviewed you, you had just got in the game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot has changed since then. Like, you matured a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
Now, is there any truth to the rumor that you called yourself the best rapper under 25?
Yeah, I call it. It's definitely truth to that. It's on wax. It's on wax, so it's a minute.
Okay. Now, who else would you put in your category when you say some of the best
Under
young
25.
guys? Yeah.
Gotta put Kodak in there.
Okay.
Kodak is, you can't deny Kodak's like if you make music, you know Kodak's cold with it. One of the coldest for sure. Gotta put Kodak in it. Polo G, gotta put Polo G in there. I think Lil Baby's over 25. Same with Gunna. I think they both over 25, but they cold as well. Who else? Roddy.
One of my favorites, I'm gonna have to say Young Boy.
Oh, Young Boy. Oh,
Young
yeah,
Boy,
of course.
he's
Yeah. Young Boy is hard, incredible music.
And he's super young. I feel like for him to be super young, he just on another level with it.
Yeah, he makes incredible music, man. Like like Young Boy, Polo G, Roddy. It's a lot of talent, man. It's a lot of talent out here. It's a lot of talent making music. I feel like hip hop's in a great place.
I feel like there's a kind of like a overload of music, man, just because of the internet and just like,
For sure. I was just talking about that, man. I feel like right now it's a little harder to become an icon than it was a little back in the day because it was less saturation versus or maybe that's just my perspective of it.
I
wasn't
you're 100%
there.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it's harder for icons to form in today's time because it just takes you to be like super great to just crack through.
Right.
Not only just to make it into the game, but just to surpass everyone else, to be at like that super high level. So I don't know, man. But it's also dope because it's all a family. I feel like hip hop is all one big family, and I'm rooting for everybody to win. Like, if you sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. You know what I'm saying? We all young millionaires coming from where we come from, and the fact that we're able to make music and make a living off doing this is a blessing. So I'm rooting for everybody, but I still also got a competitive edge as well. Like, these the cats that keep me up at night. You know what I'm saying? When I feel like, after I did like 12 hours in the studio and I'm ready to go home, I'm like, nah, I just heard that new Young Boy. That boy going crazy. I got to try to, not like emulate, obviously, but it just inspires me to keep working harder.
Right. Now, if you had to pick someone who's going to be the next, I'm going to say next icons, you're talking about like a Snoop, Buster, like people who have them careers that stretched real long. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would you say is like in that type of category? Who makes that type of, music that could possibly be timeless, but then again, you know what I'm saying, still jump on a new compilation and spit some bars.
For sure. Myself included or no?
Nah,
can I say myself?
Not yourself.
Okay, cool. Just because, not on no cocky nothing, just self-belief is always, and self-confidence is
important. Of course, it better be.
For sure. I'm trying to think. Brent Faiyaz.
Okay.
Just on some different, he makes like very dope music to me. Like, I love his music.
Now, where you born and raised, man?
Maryland.
So
I was born in Raleigh, North Carolina, but I was raised like majority of my life, like I am who I am today because of Maryland. I've been in Maryland since I was like 10 years old. So
yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff like people saying you be at, I guess maybe Towson and Howard all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there any? I mean, people were saying that you go to Howard. I'm like, I don't think Cordae's in school.
Nah, it's funny. I seen that somewhere. People was like, yeah, I secretly go to Howard. But nah, I'm only, man, only Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to her. I don't know how in the world she was able to do a full rap career and do like and go to college at the same time. That's crazy. I kind of thought about going to school again, but I would honestly, she did it the legit way, the good way, and I applaud her. I would just pay somebody to take the classes for me, dog. Straight up. That's what I would do.
Big dog style.
For sure. For sure, sleazeball style, whatever, however you want to put it. But I'll get it done that way.
All right, so let's talk about the album, man, from a bird's eye view. Give me the correlation of the title.
For sure. So it means it's really a double meaning, and also whatever each listener takes away from it, they kind of take away their own meaning. But what I had tended it to be it's a multi-perspective album, right? I'm giving you things that I've seen, things that I've witnessed, things that I've gone through, things that I've seen others go through. And I'm transmuting all of that into the music, and I'm giving you that from these experiences and these parables from a bird's eye view. And the other meaning is to see things from outside of yourself, to see things from a zoomed out lens, from a broadened perspective, from another person's perspective. Because, like, as humans, we all tend to have main character syndrome. We all think the world revolves around us one way, whether we like to admit it or not, in a way, you know?
That's a fact.
And so seeing things from a bird's eye view is different.
Now, when I look at the album, man, I see names like Stevie Wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you go about choosing who you want to be on the album, man?
Man, every single song I chose and every single song on there and feature is like, as soon as I made this record, I was like, okay, I'm going to get this person on there, if that makes sense. So as soon as I made the song today, I was like, I know Gunna's going to sound dope on this. As soon as I made Chronicles, I was like, I'm going to put her and Lil Durk on that. As random as it may sound, that's what I knew. And man, everybody that's on my album are the homies. Like, truthfully, like Gunna, like I'm real cool with Gunna. Her's like a very close friend of mine. Durk, we've been cool for years. Like, he been showing me love. And it's really felt like I just made an album with all the homies, you know, and the homies just happen to be superstars.
Right, and Eminem is one of your favorite rappers I've seen.
For sure.
Okay.
Definitely got a lot of like early influence of me getting into hip hop. Eminem's right there.
Now, you know you getting on a record with Lil Wayne, man. Like, did that drive you to like, yo, I gotta go off on this record?
You know what? I was just more so just trying to like make good music, because I did that song probably 10 months before I sent it to Wayne, and it was kind of just something that was in the archives. But then I was just going through records. Wayne told me he got me with a verse. I'm like, man, I got an open Wayne verse and I ain't sent him nothing. What am I doing? You know? So I was just going through records and I was like, I played this. I'm like, I asked my homie, I'm like, you think Wayne will sound good on this? And he was like, yeah. And so I sent it to him. Right,
dope. Now, what made you want to release an old freestyle from when you was 16 on the Kanye beat, man? Like, why now?
I just found that on my phone. I found an old iPhone of mine.
Okay.
And I was just going through it and I seen that. I was just like, wow. Like, and Kanye's, man, probably my biggest influence, you know, as far as music goes. And me just seeing that at the time, I was like, wow, people got to see this. You know, Gone is like one of my all-time favorite Ye songs. And I remember I did a freestyle and you know, a cover to that. So it was dope. Well, it wasn't even a freestyle. I wrote something. It was a song and I was just spitting it in the car.
Right. Now, how was it working with Nas, man?
It was dope, man. Nas is, you know, like, is one of the all-time greats. You know what I'm saying? You could argue he's like the best of all time. You know, he's also like probably the biggest influence on me stylistically. You know, like, there is no me without no. I'm a Nas. Like, I don't let niggas big bro me, and I don't be trying to get little bro. But nah, that nigga there's no me without Nas.
Now, Nas, I worked in the studio with Nas a bunch of times, so I know how he works, man. Like, he's one of those artists that you go in the studio with, like, he's going to be 1,000,000% honest with you. If he don't like something or he ain't feeling the vibe, he going to be like, nah, we got to do something else, or we got to change this, or that ain't the beat, or, like, he's a good person to be in the studio with, because a lot of people will be in the studio and yes man you to death. He's just not one of them persons.
Yeah, nah, for sure. That's a dope thing. I can't stand being in the studio. When I'm in the studio, it's not that many people with me, because, like, if you're not adding nothing creatively or a vibe or nothing, then what are we here for? You just taking up space and breathing hot air. This shit is just getting hot, you know?
Word.
And so I say that to say, like, I can definitely concur with that and, like, agree on how he run that. I appreciate honesty.
Now, if you had to pick one song off the album that's your favorite, what song would that be?
Man, this is gonna sound cliche because I know every artist say this. Oh, I like every song on the album, you know. But every song, man, has a definite and a definitive memory attached to it about like how I created the song, what a real life event directly inspired this song, and what emotion I felt with this song. And that's like every single song on the album. But I like Want From Me. That's one of my favorites. I like Chronicles. I like the Today joint with Gunna.
How was it working with Stevie Wonder? Like what? Like what was your mindset when you said, "Listen, I want to do a song with Stevie Wonder, man"?
You know what's funny, man? He reached out to me, and that was crazy. You know, it just sounds crazy saying he reached out to me, but to get on the record of his. And
wow, that's special.
Yeah, nah, very special. And so we was just cooking up for like 4 or 5 days working on this song. And he was like, yo, if you need something on my album, if you need something for your album, excuse me, I got you with that. And I was like, say less. I pulled up the song. I brought my hard drive with me just in case. I was just waiting for him to bring it up.
That's a special voice right there.
For sure. I wasn't trying to sound thirsty. Like, yo, I was waiting for him to bring it up. And I was like, yo, can you play harmonica on this joint? And so I got him playing harmonica. And I was like, I put the feature may be misleading, but it's Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder was humming on that thing. I'm putting featuring Stevie Wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And,
of course.
So what was I saying? He's like one of one, man. They don't make it like Stevie no more. Like this dude got the gems. Like this is Michael Jackson's big homie. His stories are just crazy. Like just crazy.
I kind of feel like with the younger generation, man, when they mention names like Michael Jackson, like obviously they weren't here when he was at his peak, but I don't think they understand, when you say Michael Jackson, the name, when they talk about, they start trying to name the GOATs and who's the biggest in music. They don't understand
how big Michael Jackson was.
How big pause Michael Jackson was.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
big pause.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
It's like Michael Jackson. Like, have you ever seen the video when he was like on the balcony and how many people was outside?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm one of the biggest Michael Jackson fans you'll find. Like, I've seen all the documentaries, all the interviews, because I'm a Virgo as well. Sure. And I'm not like a super zodiac freak, by the way. I just know, I don't know like what my moon is, any of that. I just know like I'm a Virgo. Michael's a Virgo, Beyonce's a Virgo, Kobe's a Virgo. You get where I'm going.
Right,
Nas is a Virgo, you get what I'm going. But I say all this to say that I'm one of the biggest Michael Jackson fans that you'll find since a little kid. And not because he's a Virgo, but because he's Michael Jackson, obviously. And just recognizing like, and going back to that convo we had earlier, I don't know if there will ever be an artist as big as Michael Jackson.
I've been saying that to people for years. Like, there's no one that you can name that who's ever going to be more
stadiums
iconic in
like
a lifetime.
10 times in a row, all across the world. Like, what in the world? Like, what is? And you got to think, I think his reason for being such an icon he is because he was a professional. While he was so ahead of everybody else, he's been a professional artist since he was 5 years old. So Definitely. By the time Thriller comes out, which is like his prime, he's like 22, 25. I think he's like 24, 25. He's been in the game for 20 years. So he knows how to maneuver perfectly, how to brand yourself, how to have this mystique. Like he's 20 years in the game. He mastered the art of being a celebrity. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So there's never going to be another Michael Jackson because like, and the fact that he broke through being a child star. Like usually when you a child superstar that's that big, by the time you get 18 years old, you corny. You know what I'm saying?
Or drugged out.
You corny or you drugged out. He got even bigger. And this dude wrote ABC. He's on the Ed Sullivan show. Yeah. He would have been in the Hall of Fame if he stopped making music at 18. Guarantee he would have been in the Hall of Fame if he stopped making music at 18. So the fact that he became an adult and got bigger, dropped an Off the Wall. And mind you, Off the Wall got them joints on there, Day and Night.
Forget about it.
Day and Night. Rock With You. That joint, I love Off the Wall. Definitely. Thriller got, oh my, Baby Be Mine. You know what I'm saying? And then even Bad on some different style. And he just really showed like the art of like iconism, if that's a real word. Definitely. Like I don't know if there'll be like another, like I said, another Michael Jackson or another Beyonce, because in this era, another Prince, because in this era, it's just so many artists, so it's just harder to cut through. But we're going to see, though. It's too early to tell. We're still all in one big social experiment with it being like social media. We're the first like social media age of people, and we're going to see how that affects everything.
Definitely.
And culture and art and entertainment.
Now, why'd you drop the YBN off your name?
Yeah. You
just want to do your own thing?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Like,
I respect that.
It's not a single group besides Migos, and that's because them niggas is like real cousins. You know what I'm saying? Right. That didn't go their separate ways at some point in some time. You gotta think the Jackson 5 was a group, and they all went and did their thing. Obviously, not to compare YBN to the Jackson 5. He's in the Migos, But
is the team all still cool?
Yeah, everybody's still cool. Okay. I talk to Almighty J, his crazy ass. I talk to him all the time.
Right.
I talk to Namir all the time, and I just had to speak with those cats before I left YBN. Like, I just had to talk to Namir and get his blessing. That's the only thing that mattered to me. I didn't care what the world thought. I didn't care what anybody else thought. As long as I had like his blessing, that's what mattered to me the most. And when I got it, I'm like, we off to the races. And I say that to say they always gonna be a part of my legacy. You know, like our paths are forever in alignment and connected and linked in a way. And like those my brothers outside of music, like
you going on tour soon too, right?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm finna hit the tour. It starts February 3rd. So February to like middle of March, we on the road. I need you to pull up to the show, please.
I'm gonna come check
bless
you
me
out.
with your presence. Yes, sir.
Definitely. Now, are you a big sports fan?
Medium high.
I seen the John Cena. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, John Cena's just a superhero. You know what I'm saying? He's like a superhero within his own right. And you know, we cool cats, Clue. You know what I'm saying? We usually, when I've met so many of my icons and heroes, and I don't got pictures with them or video, you know, especially like with their music, because it may be like a little like, okay, we all make music, too cool for school kind of vibes, but like, I was like, he in a completely different world than I am. It's kind of random that I'm seeing him right now. I don't know if I'm ever going to see John Cena again in life, you know?
Correct.
So, and it's funny, man, like he a real superhero, so I thought that was a cool thing.
Now, how's your tennis game with wifey and all that?
Whack. My tennis game is whack.
Terrible?
Yeah, for sure.
Come on. She ain't give you no pointers?
Nah, man. You know, she don't be trying to hop in the booth, you know what I'm saying, and rap, so I got to respect the craft, you know?
That's what's up, man. All right, man. Yo, I don't want to hold you too long, man. Thank you for coming through, man. I definitely gonna come to a show.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Please
saying?
do.
And next time you come through, we definitely gotta get the freestyle.
You got my word. It's on record. It's on wax. Next time I'm up here, we getting the freestyle done easily. And then I want to tell you, bro, I appreciate you, man. Like for real, like gratitude. You really been showing me love. Like I was fresh. 1 week after my first joint drop, man, you gave me the opportunity and the platform to freestyle up here, and that's something I'll never forget. And I want to give you your flowers. Like, we use this word legendary and GOAT and influential and culture way too loose, but you really like legendary, bro. Like,
I appreciate
when you
that,
think
man.
of hip hop, you gotta say DJ Clue. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like have gratitude to being up here having a conversation with you, bro. And I just want to let you know, like, you a legend, my nigga. Love always.
I appreciate
you,
man.
in.
Album in stores right now. Tell people why they should go get it.
It's all about from a bird's eye view, man. Y'all should get that. It's gonna be some good music. It's gonna resonate with the real, man. That's all. We just try to deliver good music.
Cordae in the building, more famous DJ Clue, Desert Storm, Power 105.1 Clue Radio. You know the vibes. Get the album, man, from a bird's eye view in stores right now.
Right now.